empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for this evening. It's Mr. Darryl Johnson.
Hello, good evening, welcome along, thank you very much for joining us. It's Club World Cup semi-finals. It's Fluminense versus Chelsea. It's two teams that have made the final on numerous occasions, and tonight they go head to head for place in this year's final. Well, it's been a very interesting tournament so far. Fluminense and Real Madrid, two of the teams in the semi-finals, and the only two teams left to be unbeaten in this tournament. So can Fluminense continue their unbeaten run and go all the way to the final? Or will Chelsea end Fluminense's unbeaten run and get to another Club World Cup final? All will be revealed in due course. My name is Darryl Johnson. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Goodbye. And thank you very much everyone for joining us so far. Let's have a look. Joe Jumping didn't realise they were playing. 3-1 Chelsea. No idea what this is. It's the... Yeah, this whole... top fans, most interactions shite. I really don't care about it, to be truthfully honest with you. thanks Scotty B as well for joining us. 2-1 to Chelsea tonight. It doesn't make any difference, to be fair. Yes, good evening. And if anyone else is just tuning in, thank you very much. You're very welcome here on Does This Football Stand. We've got loads to get into tonight. The match is meant to be on Channel 5, but it's not on Channel 5. It's literally a case of going on DAZN again and probably being behind. Probably being about a minute behind real time, like usual. But it is what it is. We've still got a good game to look forward to, and also this is the day where Thiago Silva goes head to head against a team that he played for a long time ago. It's a team he used to play for, Chelsea, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, he joined Fluminense from Chelsea. Yep. So he went from PSG to Chelsea, and then in 2024 didn't sign a new contract, went on a free back to Brazil to Fluminense, who of course play in Rio de Janeiro. Are they going to be partying in the streets of Rio tonight, or are Chelsea fans going to be celebrating in the streets of London and all over the bloody place? What's going to happen tonight? We will see what happens. So, thank you very much for joining us. Hello, Nicola. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Got a lot to get through, of course. This is the semi-final stage. Now, I'm reminded that I will not be live for tomorrow's semi-final between PSG and Real Madrid, as me and my family are doing our summer concert on Facebook tomorrow night, and you're very welcome to join us. It's Von Johnson's on Facebook. Come and tune in, of course, 5:45 on there. And why are you moving the chair?
Because I'm going to move that and sit in the car and fix that way so I can stretch my legs.
Right, well, just be careful then. Well, just be careful moving that table then, because you don't want to knock everything off it. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. It's been quite a while since I've been on, actually. It's been about a week. But obviously, well, like I say, I don't know what's happening with regards to the final. Obviously, it'll all depend. With regards to the final, it's going to depend on what time, on what kick-off time we get given for Sunday. So we'll see what happens. But maybe one might not be, because obviously now I'm. Actually, a lot of you will know that I joined Jake Johnson's team, but he's actually made me manager now, and I've now got Michael as assistant manager. It's been a bit of it's been a mess. It has been a mess. Well, me and Michael are just gonna sort of we're just gonna sort of work it out together. Really, it is a bit of a mess, but you know, there you go. Not everything's all happy. Sometimes it is a bit of a mess, of course, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Right, looking forward to this game. Chelsea into another Club World Cup semi-final. They've done well this tournament and have come up against some decent sides, to be fair, in this tournament. Obviously, in the group stage, knocked out they beat Los Angeles 2-0. They're not a bad team for. Lost 3-1 to Flamengo though, which they won't have been too happy about. But Flamengo are a decent side. Beat Esperance Tunis 3-0, of course. Fair, apart from Flamengo, they had a fairly easy group. The knockouts weren't easy for them, no. Won in extra time against SL Benfica, who did go down to 10 men. Ended 1-1 in the end, and it was 4-1 at the end of extra time. And they had to go to they had to score again late on, I think, to beat Palmeiras. Palmeiras gave them a bit of a tough game, but tonight they play against another Brazilian giant, Fluminense, who got to the final in 2023 and haven't got to the final since. Now, they have never won this trophy. So, apart from Real Madrid and Chelsea, who have won this tournament, PSG and Fluminense are two teams that have never being crowned world champions. The Fluminense have had to do it the hard way in this tournament, but they are unbeaten. They've done very well, to be fair. A 0-0 draw against Borussia Dortmund, which is a decent, very good result for them. A 4-2 win against Ulsan HD, which was very important. And then a 0-0 draw against Mamelodi Sundowns, which they only needed a point, I think, to guarantee themselves a place in the next round. And then they absolutely caused probably the biggest shock of the tournament. Knocked out Inter Milan 2-0, which we were live for, by the way. And I must say, what a brilliant performance from the Brazilian side. Defended deep, they were resilient going forward, they had opportunities, they were good with them, there were good opportunities as well. Inter hit the woodwork on a few occasions, the goalkeeper was on fire making saves. It was a great result for Fluminense. And then in the quarterfinals they advanced by beating Al Hilal, who had also had a decent tournament. So Al Hilal out in the quarterfinals, Fluminense into the semi-finals, and still unbeaten since the start of May. So they're still unbeaten. So they could do some things in this game. I don't think this is going to be an easy ride for Chelsea. Who's going to win though? I mean, for chances are you'd think Chelsea you would probably think Chelsea would win, but you never know what's going to happen in this day and age. I mean, we all thought that Inter Milan were going to annihilate Fluminense, and look what happened. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen in this day and age. As we've seen in the tournament already, you can't underestimate any sides. There's one rule in football is, regardless of whether your opposition looks good or bad, whether your opposition looks good or bad, you cannot underestimate any opponent. It's like, I mean, even if you're against San Marino, you've got to go into that game with intensity. You know, you've got to go in there and, you know, have the desire to come away with the 3 points, whether it's pretty or not. As long as you get the win in these sort of games, it doesn't really matter. So we'll have the lineups for you in full very, very shortly. Well, first, let's have a look at tonight's match officials. The referee and the assistant referees tonight are all from France, and the fourth official tonight is from El Salvador. So the referee tonight is Francois Letezier. The assistant referees are Cyril Mounier and Mehdi Ramouni. Fourth official for tonight's game from El Salvador is Ivan Barton. VAR is in operation, but FIFA did not release the names for the referees on VAR, but I assume it'll be probably not Bastien Danker. I assume it'll be one of the French referees that's on VAR tonight. I will say thanks to those bots in the chat for joining us. You're giving me a free view. Cheers. But also, ta-ta. Right here then. Excuse me. Get involved in the live poll, everyone, by the way. Poll is open. It'll close about 75-80 minutes in. And we have kickoff coming in just over 15 minutes time. Scotty saying hi.
Oh my God, did you have to bring that up?
Not really. I wouldn't say that, but not really. She's better today than she was the last 2 days, to be fair. But that's not for you to know. We're going to have a look at the 2 starting teams then. Yes, that's what I'm doing, Scotty. Thank you. I know what I'm doing. Starting out then for the 2 teams, we'll start off with Chelsea. And in goal for Chelsea today is number 1, Robert Sanchez. Number 3, Marc Cucurella. Number 4, Tosin Adarabioyo. Number 7, Pedro Neto. Number 8, Enzo Fernandez. Number 10, Cole Palmer. Number 18, Christopher Nkunku. Number 20, João Pedro. 23, Trevor Chalobah. 25, Moses Caicedo. 27, Malo Gusto. Subs for Chelsea then, goalkeepers, number 12, Philip Jorgensen. Number 39, Mike Penders. And number 44 is Gabriel Slonina. And also on the bench alongside him then for the ride is number 11, Noni Madueke. 15, Nicholas Jackson. 17, André Santos. Number 19 is Mamadou Sarr. Number 22, Keenan Dewsbury-Hall. Number 24, Reece James. Number 30 is Aaron Anselmino. Number 32, Tyreek George. Number 34 is Josh Akampom. And finally, number 38 is Mark Guyu. Fluminense line up like this then this evening. In goal, she can do what she wants, eh? What are you on about? Oh, you meant to put he?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, didn't know I had a sex change. Fluminense line up like this tonight. In goal is number 1, Fabio. Number 3, ex-Chelsea, Thiago Silva. Number 4, Inacio. Number 5, Facundo Bernal. Number 6, Rene. 14, German Cano. 16, Nonato. 21 is John Arias. Number 23 is Guga. Sounds like what a baby says. Guga, Guga. Number 29, Thiago Santos. And number 35, Hercules. And the subs then for Fluminense. Excuse me. Goalkeeper number 98, Vitor Udes. Number 2, Samuel Javier. Number 7, Jefferson Soteldo. Jefferson Soteldo. Well done. Number 9, Everaldo. Number 10 is P.H. Ganzo. 11, Keno. 12, Gabriel Fuentes. Number 17, Augustin Canobio. Number 18, Ruben Lescano. Number 19, Joaquim La Vega. Number 26 is Manuel. Number 37, Isake Silva. Number 45 is Lima. Number 77, Paulo Baya. And last but not least, number 90, Kevin Serna. Those are the 2 lineups in full. We will do another one through of the starting 11s once the match is about to get underway this evening. So, who's going to win tonight's game? Well, we're going to find out very shortly. So far, 2 votes on the poll, both for Chelsea. The one will get involved in that, of course. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen tonight. It's going to be a good match, I think. I'd say Chelsea playing well lately. They've done well. Probably scraped their way through the knockouts, to be fair. Certainly that Palmeiras game wasn't the easiest. Fluminense, though, have done extraordinarily well. Obviously, they're playing the back 3-5-2. You know, they'll have the wide players joining the attack, probably making a 3-3-4 potentially with the midfielders pushing out. But Thiago Silva has been solid as a rock in defence, and it just shows that even at his very old age of 40, he can still do a job in centre-back. Their goalkeeper, Fabio, by the way, I think has been excellent in this tournament. Not conceded too many goals. Only conceded 2 in the group stage and has only conceded 1 in the knockouts. So 3 goals he's conceded in the entire group stage. He's been excellent in goals. Pulled off some excellent saves as well. Robert Sanchez, on the other hand, has conceded the odd goal, but he hasn't conceded many either. I mean, he conceded 3 to Flamengo. Of course, that wasn't a particularly good day at the office for Chelsea, but in the knockout, he only conceded 2 as well. So it's 2 teams that can definitely score goals, but can also defend well. So it's going to be pretty much attack versus defence, really, isn't it? So I think the first 10-15 minutes, I think, are going to be quite slow. Just the team sort of getting into the game a little bit. And then I think after that we'll start to see a bit more from the teams. Although having said that, I thought that against Inter, and look what happened. Fluminense scored inside the first 2 minutes. They'll be looking for a quick start, to be fair. I think it'll either be a tense, nervy affair, or Fluminense will just literally go for it. And then obviously they'll start to tire. If they keep going for it in the first half, they'll start to tire, obviously, as we get into the second half. And then Chelsea will just press on from there. Could be a game of 2 halves. Chelsea could let Fluminense have most of the ball in the first half and then go at them in the second half. You know, anything could happen in these games. But the most important thing about these cup semi-finals is that you get the win. And that's all that matters in this day and age. A back 4 for Chelsea, the 4-1-2-3 formation. Or if you want to class it as a 4-3-3, but with only one CDM and 2 central midfielders, you can always call it that. But on here, in front of me, it's a 4-1-2-3 with Caicedo playing as the CDM. He'll drop back. He'll drop back, obviously, quite far when they're coming forward. Potentially maybe join the defence and create a back 5. And then you've got, obviously, the players out wide. I mean, if it was me, I would probably... Obviously, if I was using this formation, Caicedo drops back. When they lose the ball, Caicedo drops back between the 2 centre-backs, creates a back 5. Neto and Nkunku, who are playing as the wingers, they drop as well. And then you've got a 5-4-1. And you could even have one of the other central midfielders pushing down as well. So there's a few ways that these sort of formations could work. 3-5-2. Well, obviously the wing backs will be getting forward and getting back, helping the attack, making probably a 3-3-4. I mean, Hercules does like to attack as well, so he could join the attack. Could end up with 5 at the attack potentially for Fluminense. And then obviously when it comes to defending, obviously, you've got the two wing backs. Obviously, will be getting back, join the defence. One of the midfielders might even join the defence. The midfielders might just drop even deeper. I don't know exactly what's going to happen in this game. Anything can happen, but we'll no doubt find out. As I say, I'm just sort of trying to think of how things could work, but like I say, we don't know what's going to happen until the time comes. The match will be getting underway in just over 5 minutes' time. And our regular Geordie fan has joined us in the live chat. How are the lads? Absolutely not. But cheers for joining us anyway. Thank you very much. I saw the photos you sent me, by the way. Very nice dress. Got to be said. Very nice dress.
You know what car she went in?
It looked like it did look like a fancy one.
A Bentley.
Oh! She must know someone who owns one then.
I think it was my mum's friend.
I was gonna say, because
Someone called Aaron.
they're expensive to rent out, to be fair. Right. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to announce it, by the way, when the actual football season starts and we get fully back to doing things, Guess the Logos will return at some point in August. It won't be the start, but it will be in August. That is the new logo created by our good friend Mr. Harvey Worsvier. As you'll see, he's pixelated the Brazilian and the Kaiserslautern logos. Obviously, the photos I do are not pixelated, but he's done that as a little fancy little thing. I did say it didn't have to be anything fancy, but he decided to pixelate it and make it look probably make it look interesting. I think it's a decent one. He's added the question marks as well in the middle, which I do like as well. So that's the new logo for Guess the Logos today. Not today, sorry, for when it actually returns in August time. And do not expect it to be every single stream. It's not going to be every single stream. Probably might be about once or twice a month. It just depends on time and everything and when I can actually get it sorted. But the only focus tonight is on this game. Those Brazilian fans are going to create an atmosphere, as they have done all tournament. The Brazilian fans have been excellent in this tournament. And let's see if they can celebrate once more and go through to the final. Remember that whoever wins plays the finalists, which will be plays in the final, I beg your pardon, against the winner of PSG versus Real Madrid. Now I do wish that Real Madrid Paris was actually tonight, because it would have been a great game to stream. Unfortunately, it's tomorrow night, and obviously I'm not available tomorrow. So, there we go. Here we go then. The MetLife Stadium, which will be also hosting the final. Excellent. Great stadium, the MetLife. Gotta say, it's a great stadium. The players are all coming out one by one. I'll skip all that. Now get involved in live chat, by the way, of course, and in the poll. And so far, it's 2-2 on the poll at the moment, 50%, 50%. So that's going to be very interesting. So at the moment, neither of them can be separated. 2 votes each. So some people think Fluminense might cause the shock, and some people think Chelsea will get through to the final. I will say this now, by the way. I think whoever wins between Chelsea and PSG will win the tournament. And I'm not expecting Chelsea and Fluminense, by the way, but Real Madrid and PSG are 2 of the best teams in the world. I mean, PSG at the moment just look unbeatable. They really do look unbeatable at the moment. So it's going to be a tough one to call, but I think whoever gets to the final is likely to be the favourite out of PSG and Real Madrid. That will be a great game tomorrow night. So, here we go. The players are coming out one by one. Fabio just walking out, the goalkeeper. And while we do all this and get ready for the match to get underway, let's have a run through of the 2 starting 11s. But before that, we're going to have a look at tonight's match officials for anyone who's just tuned in. These are the referees for tonight's game. VAR is in operation, but FIFA did not reveal who was actually going to be on VAR. So when I find out, I'll be able to tell you. But the referees tonight are all from our neighbouring country, France. Just across the board, just across the channel. From France, we've got Francois Letezier, the referee. The assistant referees are Cyril Mounier and Mehdi Ramouni. For official for today's game is from Central America, El Salvador, and that is Ivan Barton. Let's have a look at the 2 teams then. We'll start off with Chelsea starting 11. In goal is number 1, Robert Sanchez. Number 3, Marco Correa. 4, Tosin Adarabioyo. Number 7, Pedro Neto. Number 8, Enzo Fernandez. Number 10, Cole Palmer. Number 18, Christopher Nkunku. 20, João Pedro. 23, Trevor Chalobah. Number 25, Moses Caicedo. 27, Malo Gusto. And Fluminense's lineup. In goal is number 1, Fabio. Number 3, former Chelsea, Thiago Silva. Number 4, Inacio. And number 5, Facundo Bernal. Number 6, Rene. 14, Germancano. Number 16, Nonato. 21, John Arias. 23, Guga. Number 29 is Thiago Santos. Number 35 is Hercules. Here we go, it is match time. Best of luck to both of these teams. And may the best team win. A place in the final is at stake. Okay. Have I turned the fan on fully? Oh. I pointed at you for a minute because you did want it anyway, didn't you? Ugh. Right. Match time. In the meantime, I got me some iron brew. Well, what's left of it. Mm-hmm. This is a bottle that I've had this for over a week, to be fair. And it's still alright. Oh, bugger. The referee's on VAR. From Colombia, Nicolas Gallo. Assistant is Jeremy Brissard from France. And the other referee... so we got... The VAR referee is from Colombia then. It's a bit flat. I think I'll probably just rinse the last bit out. I'll probably just rinse the rest of it in the sink because there's not much left anyway. Go easy. It's 1 cup and it's pretty flat anyway. There is a slight fizz, but that's about it. It's never mind. I'll still drink it at time, but so here we go. Who is going to the final? Is it Fluminense or Chelsea? A reminder of the players on the bench for both of these teams, by the way. For Chelsea, Josh Akenpom, Andre Santos, Anselmino, Dewsbury Hall, George, Mark Ryu. Is it Mark Ryu or Mark Ryu? Nicholas Jackson, Reece James, Jorgensen, Madueke, Penders, Sarr and Slanina. And for Fluminense on the bench for them, Canobio, Everaldo, Fuentes, Isaac Silva, oh, piss off, Keno, La Vega, Lezano, Lezano? Lezcano. Is it Lezcano or is it Lezcano? Lezcano, I think it is. Lima, Manuel, Paulo Bayer, P.H. Canzo, Samuel Xavier, Serna, Soteldo and Vitor Udes. Now, Chelsea and Fluminense, two teams that have been featured on the channel lately during this tournament. Two of the teams that have been featured in this tournament on the streams. One of them is going out, one of them is going into the final. It's kickoff time.
Chelsea expect the club are overwhelming favourites and will have one eye on the final. But what you see, you might not get as Fluminense look to sabotage
As I thought. Literally, Chelsea kicked off, played it straight back to the goalkeeper. No one decided to push up. All of the Fluminense players just dropped back. Wing backs gone straight into a back five. I said that was going to be the case, didn't I? I said every time they defend it's going to be a back five, and one of the centre mids is likely to drop back as well, and players are holding. I literally said that was going to happen. I could literally see it before the match even started. As soon as they defend, they're going into a back five. See, Brazilian teams tend to play good football, you know. And I've noticed with Fluminense in this tournament that when they go forward, they do play some nice football. Sometimes it's one-touch football. Sometimes it'll be take a touch, pass and move. Like, there's a lot of movement in the Fluminense team when they actually have the ball. I think it's still in the bag.
Last night, about what match
Oh, as I was.
because I heard you say, oh, so they're having a bit of.
Yeah, because she was.
I heard you say.
Yeah, no, but he. Because we were trying to work out why you were so down. And then I said, well, her dad did say this.
That's probably why she was hugging me in that this morning and asking if I was alright then.
But not only that, but there's been so many things have been getting on your mind these last couple of days, so, you know.
I mean, if you think about it, one of my friends from adulthood just died.
Well,
Then I lost
that doesn't help.
guy.
No, he was a friend of your family, to be fair. He was a family friend.
Then I had a friend messaging me as well.
Bye! Oh, hello, still in there? Nah.
Then I had a friend messaging me.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me and Dolan
Is any-
together tomorrow, Scotty.
Did anything ever get sorted with that?
No, nothing got said tomorrow and about it, so.
Oh. No, well, there you go then.
But I did talk to Ella about it, and I said, why is Demi been saying this?
And then she probably had a go at you for saying
And
that.
she said, don't say anything to Mum or Dad. I just had too much to drink, but that's not a reason, if you know what I mean.
But then also, if you have too much, when you have too much to drink and you're drunk, your brain doesn't function correctly. You just think of all sorts of weird old things.
So,
That's what I say to people: don't do drinks and don't do drugs because it just fucks up your brain. Oh, Mia's just going out. Well, Mia was going out the door. She's just closed it again. I don't know what she's going to do.
yeah.
Isn't
so
enough? Yeah, no, me and
tomorrow, Scotty.
me and Scotty are together.
Me and Dolan together tomorrow, Scotty.
Dickhead. Now, me and her are going to the gym tomorrow morning.
And then we're going to my mum's summer fair, and then
We've got things on tomorrow, so.
But yeah,
Gonna be
Daryl
busy
and his family
tomorrow.
are the only ones that know what's going on, so.
But like I said, none of yous need to know anything else. So anything that's said between me and Mia, like, doesn't get passed on to anyone else. Simple as that. I mean, really, we shouldn't really be talking about it on YouTube stream, to be fair. But that's it. Make sure you support my Mia. Yeah. Oh yeah, mate. Obviously, there's times like, sometimes I prefer to be kept out of the situation. Like, there's times where she's in a bad situation, and it's caused by something that's, and it's caused by maybe, I don't know, family or friends or something, and I can't support. I don't want to get too involved in things that go on between her and other people, you see, like... You see, this is the hard thing. And obviously, if you're not in a relationship, you're not going to know how difficult it is. That was a bit of a clumsy challenge from Enzo Fernandez. He, I think he's going to get a yellow card here, actually. Or is he just going to get a talking to him? He might get away with it there, but... No, I haven't been naughty. I haven't said anything about it. I haven't been naughty. I haven't said anything. I haven't said anything. I haven't done anything, so no. Well, not mainly that. I just don't want to get involved. I just don't want to get involved. To be fair, I've got more things to worry about than someone having an argument. To be brutally honest, lads and ladies, by the way. So I don't know who's actually watching, but I've got more things to worry about than that. Same as I've got this stream to worry about. So let's just focus on this. So Gaga. The Guga was just in an offside position from that ball forward. But I was saying Fluminense play some good football. There's a lot of passing and movement. You know, it's what you like to see. To be fair, this is the sort of football that I want. Our lads to play. I want our lads to be doing one touch then pass, and if we can push to one touch passing. I want quick, fast play. You see, that's what I want from these. But obviously, it's going to take a long time to get that to work. Gonna have fun trying to do the diet next week, so I won't be dieting next Wednesday, as it's my birthday, so next Wednesday I won't be dieting, I can definitely say that. So that'll be the one-off, that's the one day that I won't be dieting, because I'll be going out for a big meal. I'll be going out for a big meal with family, so my dieting won't be happening that day, so, but I'll be doing it the rest of the days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but next Wednesday I won't be at the gym or doing it because, like I say, it's my birthday and I want to go out and enjoy it, not focus on dieting on my birthday, quite frankly. Hello Jamie, thanks for joining, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good, thank you very much. Let's have a look at this as a free kick. Oh yeah. Gets the ball past him. Pedro Neto does well. Gets the ball past him. The defender comes in for the challenge. Catches him in the foot. And it is a definite free kick. I'm surprised that Chelsea aren't playing in blue. They're playing in white. Which is very interesting considering that Fluminense also have white in their kits. So I'm surprised they're not playing in blue. Oh, okay. So free kick taken short. Swung into the penalty area. It was headed on at the back stick, and then Cucurella headed it on at the other side, just inside the penalty area. It was, sorry, just outside the 6-yard box, I beg your pardon. But he didn't get anything on it. It was easy for the goalkeeper in the end. That's a mistake. Pedro Neto on the left-hand side. Cucurella in support. Not a lot of movement here. Okay, good play. Patient build-up from Chelsea. Yep. Gusto on the right-hand side. How many players are in that defensive line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 7 defenders in. They've got 7 defenders in and around that penalty area. They are trying to play a low block by the looks of it, aren't they? They're trying to sort of, in my eyes, they're just trying to soak up the pressure and then try and break. Which I'm pretty sure is what they did actually against Inter Milan. Well, Inter Milan had way more opportunities than Fluminense did. But Fluminense tactically outclassed them, you know. They were strong defensively. They were solid. Thiago Silva had an excellent game. They denied him at all costs, and then when they had the opportunities, you know, they played some quick passing, moved well, you know, caught them out quite quickly with some excellent passing and the odd through ball, you know, and then when they got in the penalty area, squared it across, 2 clear-cut opportunities, and they scored both of them, to be fair. Did also have a goal disallowed for offside in that game, I remember. It was very tight, but it was just offside. See, there's a mistake from Chelsea as well. Here comes Fluminense. See, they're very quick, although that's great. Great strength by Caicedo. He's just completely outbodies him. There's a cross for Chelsea. Here we go. This could be a goal. Never mind. Blocked in the end. There's a good tempo to this game. There's a good tempo to this. Fluminense get the ball, try and come forward quickly. And then when they lose the ball, they're just playing deep, trying to deny them at the moment. That's R9. Hello. R9's in the stadium, everyone. Ronaldo Nazario, I think he's called. R9 Ronaldo. So the semi-finals and the final held in New York, New Jersey. What a ball that is. Great ball. No sign of the offside flag yet. Ball's gone out of play, but your flag's got to play either way. I did think he was offside. It was an excellent ball. Excellent ball forward, but does he time his one? Ooh. Yeah, it is tight, but I think it is the correct call from the line-up. Enzo Fernandez can definitely play as a box-to-box, can't he? I mean, he makes forward ones and then gets back as well. He has so much energy. You know, he has so much energy in him. But he can definitely play as a box-to-box. Because he'll join the attack and then help the defence out as well. That's a foul by Tosin Nadawa by Aoyo. And it's a free kick to the Brazilian side. I think it's Guga with the ball there. The centre, Hercules. That's great pressing from Chelsea, but good clearing up by Thiago Silva. And here they come. Here comes Fluminense with pace. They've got some pacey players, and they have some very quick players in this team. Oh, how's your dad doing? He's hanging in there. He's doing all right. He's in pain. He's still struggling with that knee. He's recovering well, but he's, you know, there is times where he is feeling it. His knee is giving him a bit of jiff on the odd occasion, but he's hanging in there at the moment. It's going to be a long road to recovery. I mean, it doesn't know about the fact that he had the original surgery in February, and then a month later had to have it redone because he ended up with strep in his knee. So his knee ended up getting infected. So it's added on an extra month. So it'll probably be middle of August to September before he's fully recovered. That's the only problem with knee surgery, is a very long recovery time. Nah, Dad doesn't need to go to the hospital. He's fine. He just needs painkillers, simple as that. But he's doing alright at the moment. So, you'll be pleased to know. Pedro Neto is a class player, by the way. He can literally turn one way and turn another very quickly. He send defenders to the shops and back. Oh, that's a blatant foul. Yeah, that was a blatant foul. Christopher Nkunku trying to skip past 2 players. He managed to get past the first one, just about. And he was getting pulled back by the first one. Then the second one, Thiago Santos sticks the leg out, trips him up, stops him getting through. Doesn't get a yellow card, mind. It's another free kick. It looks like Enzo Fernandez and Adebayor actually over this at the moment. Oh no, Adebayor's left it, and it looks like Cole Palmer's joined it, so it's going to be Enzo and Cole Palmer both looking at. No, Palmer's moved off, so it's going to be Enzo. He's going to swing this in the box surely. I mean, it's about 30, minimum 30, 35 yards. It would have to be a good shot to get it in the net for me. Oh, it's a good cross. It was a good cross. It was headed on by Adebayor, but headed wide at the post. That's, no, it was offside again. It was offside. Is that the third time Chelsea have been caught offside so far in this game? That Fluminense line is quite solid. There's certainly no to defend. What?
They're the ones that
yeah.
goes for our anniversary.
Oh, yeah. Because I forgot about that.
Right, I'm gonna go to Luna.
See you in 2. Half of my partner before I married Stuart had a total knee replacement. Took him a while to recover, even physio. It does take a long time to recover. Oh my goodness me! What a goal! João Pedro. I'm pretty sure it's the former Fluminense man as well. What a goal that is! Comes to the edge of the penalty area and João Pedro, onto his right foot, bends it into the far corner. Keeper doesn't stand a chance. 1-0 Chelsea, and I think, to be fair, Chelsea have had the better of the first 15 minutes. It probably has been coming, but it's the first real opportunity of the game. Well, what a goal that is. That's his first goal for Chelsea, I believe, isn't it? Why does everything always happen when I'm reading the comments at the same time? Oh my god. Not only has he managed to get a corner, he's got his foot underneath as well. Underneath it. Up and down into the far corner. He's pretty much knuckleballed it into the far corner. Excellent goal. 1-0 to Chelsea. And Maresca's just done the same as me. It is an excellent goal. 1-0 to Chelsea. Goal for Chelsea! The goal scorer, number 20, João Pedro. Fluminense FC 0, Chelsea FC 1. Oh, that's a great goal, that. Excellent finish. Excellent goal, João Pedro.
He's been keeping fit. Yeah. He's been lifting logs and eating steaks. I did see how he pretty much
the man who, the 23-year-old one. This is bad. Not the one that plays for Watford. It is the one that played for Watford. Sorry. Originally played for Fluminense before going to Watford. Then had a spell at Brighton and literally just joined Chelsea. First goal for Chelsea, and it is an absolute belter. That's a belter, that.
Pedro Neto up against Guga. Pedro Neto. Trying to just wriggle some room. Finds the cross as well.
Great cross! Oh. Excellent cross. Malo Gusto getting his head onto it. Heads it straight to the goalkeeper though. Could have been 2-0 Chelsea there. He heads it straight to the goalkeeper. I mean, if he heads it towards that far corner, the goalkeeper's already stepping to his left. There's no way the goalkeeper's going to be able to adjust in time if he goes for the far corner. 4 shots, 2 on target for Chelsea, only 1 shot for Fluminense. And it went nowhere, to be truthfully honest.
Nice to nod that into the back of the Fluminense net. Well, in the round of 16, 11 of the 12 teams who scored first went through. The only exception, Al Hilal against
Oh, was it the
Manchester
11th of July? Not. Is it?
Michael, do you expect Fluminense to change anything? I don't think they can. I think it's about delaying, waiting. Just continue believing that your setup is correct. Come out of that shape, but really only in the first few moments have we seen any real progression. We see how
Always yawning.
Chelsea are in the press. Chalobah stepping up to Arias.
Who cares?
Doesn't get the pass. Back from Rene. Thiago Silva to Ignacio.
It's been a busy day today.
For the turn.
It's been quite a busy day.
Rene is the problem though.
Been non-stop in that shop today.
That's their spread. That's their overload. You can get him on it in those positions. Last pass let him down.
He doesn't sleep. Huh.
Age 32. Nowhere near being the oldest player in the Fluminense.
I was in bed from 11:30 last night.
Here's Fernandez.
I was in bed from 11:30 and then got up at 9 o'clock.
Gusto, who finds the cross. Christopher Nkunku flicked away by Guga.
That's because I don't go to the gym till about 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. I don't go to the gym till like late morning and then I come back home around just after 12 o'clock-ish. I always go to the gym about 10:30, that's why. I pre-do my post soda ready. Yeah. If I don't send mine, mate, you should just send yours. You know, you should just send yours.
See how quick he was over. He's trying to press aggressively. Nato does well to draw the foul. Slow it down here. Try and get a few passes. Fabio goes long, looking for Cano, beaten in the air by Tosin. Fernandez puts a boot in. Palmer gets it, tries to put through legs.
You should just send them when you're actually doing them.
Nato will win the free kick for Fluminense.
You should. What I do is I send you mine when I take them normally. Obviously, when I'm at scope, it's difficult because the signal on there is not amazing.
Throwing the ball away.
The signal's not great. Making his YouTube account soon. He's doing well today. Good, good. Pleased to hear that.
To go down because he's in a
Good.
difficult situation.
As I say,
Bit of a
you know,
debate whether that is a good
like I
decision.
say, he's always welcome.
It's right,
Is
whether
it?
it's wrong.
As long as they don't misbehave and be dickheads, then you know you're welcome.
Cucurella. João Pedro, clever flick. Well read though by Facundo Bernal.
As long as they behave, then that's all we want, really.
Nkunku, it's a heavy touch and
Got a good little community, to be fair.
arrive on the scene, but Fluminense bring it away. Nonato.
I know.
Support arriving from Guga.
I'm not saying he will,
Pedro
but
Neto and Cucurella out on the
as I'm just saying that in general, like everyone's welcome as long as they're not being silly and messing about and
got to get him in those positions. Here we go.
you know
Can he go in behind?
being irritating little freaks, you know.
Here's the space. Hercules.
As long as you're not misbehaving, it's fine. Good play. This could be a goal. Cucurella with an outstanding goal line clearance. Oh wow, that is excellent defending.
Concedes possession. Chelsea
That's what you call
is the closest we've come.
That's definitely what you call a last line of defence there.
Jersey by a long, long way.
Excellent defending that.
Sanchez just stayed on his line and stayed on his line.
Sanchez came out, the ball went through him,
He scored.
and Cucurella cleared it off the goal line.
Being chanted around the stadium here, but
Excellent, excellent defending. They have to make sure they don't get caught out here, the Fluminense. Here come Chelsea. Good defending again.
read by Thiago Silva.
They're good in defence, Fluminense. They really are good defensively. I mean, you can see why they're unbeaten in this tournament. It won't be all straightforward for Chelsea. I will definitely say that.
Here's Ignacio.
Oh, who's that down?
Chelsea, that man is Enzo Fernandez.
Enzo Fernandez gone down holding his head.
And up to the head in this kind of heat is going to feel 10 times worse. Yeah, he's felt
What's
it. Let's get another look here now. That flick round the corner. Squeezed it through the goalkeeper's legs. Corral
Oh,
does
it's
very,
just-
very well. Doesn't give it up. He gets there.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. It wasn't.
As you've mentioned,
I mean, it wasn't exactly on the line anyway. It was
days since we realised
half on the line and half outside the goal, so it wasn't.
the pressure on, he gets fortunate.
Oh, they got a jinx break, right. Well, in the meantime, let's have a look at the comments. Sweden 1-0. Sweden 1-0, right. Hi, lovely. Hello. Not very often I get called lovely, but thank you. Oh, good. Oh, that means Germany and Sweden are both through in the women's Euros. So 1-0 at the moment to Chelsea with Cucurella with an outstanding goal line clearance to deny Fluminense an equaliser. Which,
Nicola's not calling you lovely.
oh,
She's
shoot.
calling me lovely because I've said hi, Nicola.
Oh,
She said hi, me, so I said hi, Nicola, and she put hi, lovely. And you just put that was for Mia.
right. Cucurella with an outstanding goal line clearance and a brilliant goal from João Pedro. Could have been 1-1, but instead it's still 1-0. They're showing the goal line technology. The ball's barely on the line.
When
I
she's
mean,
within past scope, she might as well come in one time and see us.
well, she did before. She was outside and I went to say hello to her once. So far, that's the goal from João Pedro. Oh. Onto his right foot. Takes the touch, goes onto his right foot. Pings it into the far corner. Doesn't celebrate either, which always respect. Always respect it when former players don't celebrate against their former teams, because I just find it's a bit disrespectful towards the other team.
Put okay then.
I mean, Vinazaz celebrated against Plymouth, which I didn't agree with, because again, he did some good things for Plymouth and he was loved by Plymouth fans. So it's Whittaker that wasn't. Yeah, so Marco Cucurella at the moment on flash scores is getting man of the match. That'll probably be mainly down to that goal line clearance. Excellent clearance. Enzo Fernandez is back up. It looks like the cooling break's going to be finished very shortly. Just reminded of the players that aren't in the team. Fluminense are playing without Freitas and Martinelli. Martinelli scored in the game against Al Hilal, but because of his yellow cards, because of his discipline, he's ended up being suspended for this semi-final. Tavio remains out of ACL injury. For Chelsea's so many. I mean, how many injuries do you want? I mean, Gittins isn't in the team, obviously. Mudryk suspended. Fofana's got a hamstring injury. Delap and Colwell both have too many yellow cards. Paddy Sheila's out of injury as well. I mean, who else? Add anyone else into that list? You know, we're back underway. The current stats at the moment on my screen Chelsea have had 5 shots, 3 of them being on target. The keeper forced into 2 saves. I mean, it's fair, the shots on target have been pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. 1 big chance. I think that'll have been from the cross that was headed straight at the goalkeeper, but after they'd gone 1-0 up. But that was a big chance, obviously, but that wasn't taken. 1 massive chance, of course, for Fluminense. Was lovely play as well. A nice 1-2, flicked on into the penalty area. You know, and then the shot goes underneath Robert Sanchez, who comes out, does the right thing, comes out, try and close him down. Cucurella doing an outstanding job by clearing it just at the goal line to avoid Fluminense getting an equaliser. So he's saved his team's skin pretty much there. That could have easily been 1-1. Would have been a lovely goal as well. So bit of a shame that it wasn't a goal in the end, but excellent goal line clearance. It's been a decent match so far.
You want to see something funny? Even the dog had a tux on.
Oh, for goodness sake. Fucking hell. Come on, I know it's someone's prom, but do you need to dress the dog up as well? Whoa. That is one car. That is some car. Bloody hell. Lovely car, that. The dog with a tuxedo on. Oh, for goodness sake. That was all I said. Oh, for goodness sake.
My Uncle Neil was asking after you, though. They all said you were alright and stuff.
Yeah, despite the last couple of weeks being tough, despite the last week or so being tough. June and July are tough months for us because we've had, obviously, 2 family deaths in June. And then, obviously, July was the 2 funerals. Albert's was the 11th. And I can't even remember what day Grandpa's was.
I think it was like the 3rd of March.
No! Grandpa's.
3rd of...
It was the 11th of July. I think they were both Wednesdays, weren't they? It's leap year. No, it's not leap year, sorry. It'd have been a Thursday, big man, so... I'm pretty sure Grandpa's not on a Wednesday.
I think I've still got the message from Mum, I don't know.
24th. I saw Brian the dog with a suit on, a Family Guy. Can't believe it's been a year. I know, it's gone very quickly, hasn't it? Well, that's the thing, life just flies away. Polska 0, Sverige 1. Uncle Damien was asking also, who the fuck is Uncle Damien? Was asking also, who the fuck is Uncle Damien? Scotty was saying Uncle Damien was asking also. Who the hell's he on about? Uncle Damien, you know. I don't have an Uncle Damien and neither does she. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I have an Uncle Neil, I have an Uncle Johnny.
That's on ball! Penalty! Yes! Penalty Fluminense! Cucurella, who saved Chelsea skins earlier on with a goal line clearance, has ended up giving away a penalty for handball. Uncle Damien on Daddy's side. Dad doesn't have an Uncle Damien. We don't have an Uncle Damien. So I don't know what you're chatting. Oh, it's not. I beg your pardon, it's not Cucurella. It was just Cucurella was the one that was speaking to the referee first. It is actually Trevor Chalobah. It's Trevor Chalobah. Couldn't get his arm out of the way. There is a VAR check though. At the moment, VAR will be checking to see if this is given. Oh no, the referee's going to the monitor. This means it's not going to be given. Doesn't look like it's going to be given then, is it? If he's gone to the monitor. So Chalobah's arm is out, but then moves. But then he moves it in, and the ball hits him. So see, I don't think he tries to move his arm in, and it just hits him. I don't think this is going to be given as a penalty. To be truthfully honest, this is not going to get given. Yeah, fair enough. So because he moved his arm in towards his body, his arm in the end when the ball hit him, his arm was here, which was beside. Well, because I can't do it here. His arm was literally pretty much beside his body, which is classed as a natural position. So the penalty has not been given, which was expertly explained by the French referee Francois Letezier. Deutschland and Denmark game. How useless was the referee? I couldn't tell you, mate, because I didn't watch it. Whether or not in natural position. Nah, it's his arm's in a natural position. It's not a penalty. Oh, how are Mask doing in their pre-season game? I forgot they were playing tonight. Who's Liam laughing at this time? Yeah, Barnsley are having a terrible pre-season. They're losing every match. They'll have seen it on Insta. So Morgie said, when's the next... I remember when Does Football Stand used to do pre-season vlogs. Nowadays, mate, I can't be arsed with pre-season. Like, I'll go to the one-off game in pre-season, but I just want the season to get underway. And by that I mean the proper season that starts in August. Obviously, there was a lot of teams obviously playing in their actual seasons, but that's because some leagues across Europe and the likes of the South American, the MLS in America, some countries in Europe and across the globe do have their league starting in the likes of January, etc. So, and the Africa Cup of Nations obviously is always December, January, so their actual season doesn't start till about February, March in Africa. So it's always different. Am I sad about it? If he's still injured, I'm not really worried about it. Rather sobering. Switzerland manager, the Swedish lady Pia Marianne, is 65 and looks about 90. Piss off. Alright. Pia Sunda.
So close to finding that equaliser, Hercules.
If anything, mate, I'm probably thinking the opposite. She probably looks more... She does look about maybe 70s, but she definitely does not look like she's in the 90s. That was an error from Guga. Well dispossessed by Pedro Neto. Does well, but the defender does even better. Who could, like, people can't be asked for pre-season nowadays. They just want the actual season to get underway.
Unfortunately, you don't want to defend against him, but drives into different positions. But there's just too many defenders to get through. Right in front of the
Irish League started and also qualifying for Europa Conference and Champions League. Yeah, who's actually... I need to have a look at how are things going in those games, because I know they're taking place tonight. Any teams that we actually know playing? Malmo won 3-1. Chelsea with a corner. Straight into the gloves of the keeper. Excellent from the goalkeeper. We can all agree she does not look young. For whatever. No, obviously not. But to say she looks in her 90s, I think is a little bit extreme.
It's a comfy catch for him.
I think it's a bit extreme saying that she looks like she's 90. I wouldn't agree with that. To be truthfully honest with you, mate, I don't think so. She looks about 70s, maybe not 80. Maybe not 80s at a push, but definitely not 90s.
Sven are ready to jump on. You can see once it goes past it, it's the next one. Shalaba with a couple of Fluminense.
Not much has happened really, apart from that penalty in these last couple of minutes. Who's playing in the qualifyings anyway? Malmo won 3-1. Nova from Armenia won. Riga. Ljubljana drew. Bloody hell. Against Almaty, lol. Diffidon's losing. Against Stephen Kosovo. Okay. New Saints are drawing. Against Skendia, never heard of them. Viking go 3-2 down to Lincoln of Gibraltar. Okay, Lincoln Red. Viking go losing to Lincoln Red Imps. Gibraltar, that's a great result for them. Breidablik 0-0. Shrinsky win at Virtus. St Joseph drew with Cliftonville. Haverford lost.
Just let you circulate it. Wait to jump on top. Look. I think Malaysia's got to
Preston are losing to Bamber Bridge. Preston losing to Bamber Bridge. Barnsley losing. These are pre-season scores actually in England. Some English games taking place in pre-season.
Enzo Maresca needed Chelsea against Flamengo in the group stage, and Chelsea were ahead in that. And
Grimsby drawing to East Grimsby Borough. LOL.
just getting into the stride in the competition.
Grimsby drawing to the other Grimsby. That's quite funny.
Different position now.
Bangor 4-3.
Fitter, acclimatised and ready to
Watford winning against Bournemouth. Dover losing to Gillingham, which I think Matt will probably be happy about. Salford beating FC United. That's literally down the road. Garth of York's 0-0. Guiseley Harrogate. It's not a bad game. Walsall winning 2-0 at Leamington. Morecambe 1-0 up.
Here's Donato. Every player bar Fabio.
He's a good player, that Nonato, by the way. Definitely controlling that midfield. Crew beating Newcastle Town 5-1. TR.
Yeah, well, they're just sat in that back four, just sat waiting. It was Cucurella who would normally jump away from it.
Any big teams then?
Tossing and just saying, okay, we'll stay narrow, pick up where we can. Great touch from John Arias. Guga. Here is the Colombian. Arias too slow. Caicedo's there, still with Arias. Monato.
If you are just tuning in, by the way, I'll get involved in the I'll get in the live chat shortly. I'm just having a look at some of the other scores at the moment. Heading into our added time very shortly.
If he'd have just had a better touch to give him a chance of striking it, would have had a great opportunity to find the equaliser there, Hercules.
My gaffer. Hello, Will. Only 3 minutes of injury time in the Euro match. Don't care about friendlies. Right.
His name rings
Fairs.
once again.
I mean, obviously I do care about friendlies, but I just...
Here's Donato.
You know, these days people just can't be asked for pre-season. They just want the actual season to get underway.
In the Chelsea half.
The fourth official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time. A minimum of 5 minutes of added time. Added time brought to you by Davil Johnson. And 5 minutes indicated in by the fourth official then. See if Fluminense can get anything out of this first half. They've had a penalty which was then ruled out by VAR. They did also have a brilliant opportunity cleared off the goal line by Cucurella. So they've been unlucky, to be fair. But Pedro Neto could make him 2-0 up here, Chelsea. Good defending. How'd your day been, mate? Well, been busy. Obviously, I do scope on the Tuesday and Thursday, don't I? I do scope Tuesday and Thursday. That's me voluntary charity shop voluntary work, which I do Tuesday and Thursday. And then literally 30 minutes before I finished it, well, just as I was finishing, as I finished, I got a message from Jake asking if I was free. I was thinking, well, I need a call, see what's going on. And then he asked me to be manager. But what he didn't realise was I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. He wanted me as manager, and I said, well, to be fair, mate, if you're going to have me as manager, I want Michael as assistant. So he'd got rid of Michael, and then I said, I want Michael as assistant, if you don't mind. So he added him back. Just, I mean, if half of the players have sort of, if half of their brains have got into a muddle, how do you think I feel? 1 minute I'm assistant, the next minute I'm the bloody manager. So I did think we did alright on Sunday, despite obviously losing 5-1, but it's been a long time since I've done 5-a-side, to be fair. So, like I say, you know, it'll take a bit of getting used to the way I want to try and do things, but like I say, me and Mikey will figure things out together. That's what we do. Your manager means more responsibility. Yeah, I know. To be fair though, I mean, I was assistant manager before Sunday, and then, well, Sunday night I ended up having to take charge. I took charge of the 7-a-side games. Obviously, Michael was working, and we did all right. Like the first 15 minutes, we defended well. Okay, we weren't exactly great going forward. We didn't create a lot going forward in the first 10 minutes or so, but we were cancelling them out, which was good. But then we made a few silly mistakes. Need to fit Mamma Mia into your busy schedule. These days, mate, when you've been together for as long as we have, we just sort of. I mean, she's here. She's always here anyway. I mean, we only have the Sunday evening games. Like Sunday evening game, which is 7-a-side. I don't know what time the game's going to be this Sunday. Jake will find out at some point. So we have the 7-a-side games. They're only about 30 minutes long anyway. That's Sundays, and then we're looking at doing training for 1 or 2 hours on a Wednesday and Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon is going to be Saturday afternoon is going to be a nightmare, by the way, because obviously a lot of Saturdays are going to be fun with everyone obviously going to the football. So I don't know how we're going to work it. I don't know how we're going to get Saturdays to work, but we'll have to see what happens. I mean, even if not all the players turn up, because obviously a lot of them do work as well. So there you go. Need to get to a wall in the management. No, I said I wanted to work alongside Michael, so I did say that. I don't know why I looked at that side. She's not even over there. But no, oh, it's half time. That went quite quickly, that 5 minutes of added time, to be fair. Well, nothing really happened in added time, to be fair. It was just sort of both teams trying to come forward and then Both teams trying to go forward and getting cancelled out. She won it. Nah, she definitely won't run away. Oh, trust me, she definitely won't run away from me. Believe me. Well, let's be honest. Like, we don't always. Like, we don't always go out and do things together. Like, sometimes we'll just sit at home and do things. Like, she hasn't been. To be truthfully honest, mate, Mia has not been herself for the last week, nearly. She's not really been herself for the last week because there's been that much shit going on lately. You know, loads of stuff's been happening lately, and it's just. I think it's just all. You know, I think things are just getting a bit much with the mum, so she does need time. You know, obviously she does need time to herself, of course. That's why I'm giving her a bit of space at times. You know, that's why I'm giving her space at times so that she can sort it out herself. You know, I think she's the same as me. If we're suffering mentally, we prefer to just sort of. We prefer to just sort of like, how do I say it? Like, if we're suffering mentally, we just sort of try and keep ourselves to ourselves, really. Obviously, like I said, I've been checking on her. It's not like I haven't been there for her. I've been there, obviously, so. I say me and Mia, we don't do everything together, you know. And we won't do everything together. Like I say, I mean, she does scope on same days as me, but also she does different days as well. She does things that I don't do. I do things that she doesn't do. So, like, you're not always going to do everything together, are you? Even if you're in a relationship, let's be honest. You know. Thought we did alright, was watching on the video cam. The first 15 minutes... we played alright, but I think I maybe made it a little bit too defensive, going for the 3-2-1. But like I say, I haven't managed a 7-a-side match in 6 years. So this is what I was saying. It's always going to be a learning curve. Like every game for me is, you know, every game, every training session, you know. And everything is going to be learning curves for me. Everything's going to be a learning curve. We have got a bonding meal. We've got a team meal on Saturday, which I'm looking forward to. So we should hopefully enjoy that. Get to know each other a bit more, and then, you know, and then we can discuss everything. But we do need to obviously, before we start looking at playing people in different positions, and I've said this to lads as well, I want to try and play. Obviously, I can't play everyone because obviously there's, you know, you can only fit 11 players in there. You can only fit 11 players in a starting lineup. You know. Yeah, no, we're keeping an eye on them. We'll keep an eye on them. And obviously, when I'm busy, obviously, my mum and dad. If my mum and dad aren't busy, they'll keep an eye as well. But these days, with me and Mia. If we're not ourselves, the best thing to do is just sort of let us get on with it, because if people start getting involved, it doesn't end up being good. It doesn't end up ending well. So we just don't like other people getting involved if we're struggling mentally. So even though the message obviously is speak out, you know, but. You know, we decide that individually if we're going to do that or not. I haven't had to speak out about my mental health in years, so no, mine's okay. But no, it's. But with regards to the team, like they seem like a good bunch of lads. You know, they're a good bunch of lads. You know, I know I can tell that there's definitely talent. There's definitely some talent in that team, but I'm just yet to see it. Like I say, the first game was obviously a learning curve. We lost 5-1, but on the plus side, I did, but the plus thing is we did get a goal from it, and it was a good finish, to be fair, but we just weren't getting enough attacks in, and then making errors at the back, and ended up being a bit of a mess the final 10 minutes, which was a shame because I thought the first half of the first 15 minutes we played well, and then just the final 15 we just crumbled at times. But it is what it is, Every game's a learning curve, and I can definitely see some potential in the team. But like I say, we're just gonna. I think the first training session I won't be at, because obviously it's going to be on my birthday, but there's nothing I can do about that. But I will tell the lads what I do want to work on, and obviously, we could do with knowing how to pass a lot more. I think the first one, or the first two, are just going to be mainly all fairly relaxed, I would say. It's mainly work on the likes of shooting, passing, communicating's a key one, because some of the players don't want to communicate. So, how many players are in the team? I'm not 100% sure. I think we've got about. What have we got about? I think we've probably got about 14, 15, 17. The 17, and I've got another lad coming in. Who's joining us on Saturday. So it'll be about 18. If I can, we'll have plenty of players for subs and stuff. The only problem is we do have about 3 players out with injury. We have one that's one who's fucked his knee, so he's out for about at least 2-3 months. Our goalkeeper's hurt his shoulder, so he's out for a couple of weeks. So you take away those injured players, so you got about 14, 15. Add on the other players coming about 15, 16. So we certainly got a few options. The main headache is going to be the main headache's going to be mainly trying to work out who to actually play. But obviously, I've said to the lads that I want to play everyone ideally in their natural positions, but obviously do training first. First one or two I wanted to be fairly relaxed. I'll let Jake and I'll let the likes of Jake and I won't be there on Wednesday, so I say whether it's Jake or Michael that's there. I assume Michael will be there on Wednesday. I can't make it, obviously. So no, this is not tomorrow, by the way, next week. So I say I'll tell Michael, and I'll tell everyone the sort of things I do. But obviously, I think a lot of it's just going to be fairly basic to start with, isn't it? And then we sort of see where we go from there. Pass and move, yeah. That would be a start. But I've got a few things in mind. So I'll, like I say, on Saturday I'll sort of have a word with them and say what the sort of things I want us to do in training. Obviously, I'm not going to be there Wednesday, so it'll be down to Michael as assistant to run it, along with Jake, and I think Theo might potentially come along and help out as well. So we do have a good. I'd say we've got you know, we do have a good bunch of lads, but like I say, it's going to take time. I just hope the team's patient with me, because things can click in place, but it's not going to be immediately. I mean, I'm not Pep Guardiola, who can make young players into world superstars. Not much point of doing anything else if they can't pass and move the ball. Yeah, well, there's plenty of things I want to practice on. So obviously, when I go next Saturday, I'll want to see what sort of level I'm at, see how things are going. But obviously, I'll speak to the management team and see where we can go. But in the meantime, it is half time. It is 1-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea 45 minutes away from another Club World Cup final. Fluminense, if they want to keep their unbeaten run, have got to do things in the second half. At the moment, Cucurella is man of the match, and that is mainly down to his goal line. Cleveland's put in a superb goal from João Pedro, is what separates the two teams at the moment. 7 shots, 3 on target for Chelsea, 3 shots, 1 on target for Fluminense. And I'm hoping for Fluminense's sake that they have a fluming good second half. That was shite. Let's go for a break.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me.
Welcome back. It's time now for the second half to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't look like any subs made by either manager at half time. Before we start the second half, which has already got underway, before we get into it, do you know why all these celebrities and footballers keep cool? They have so many fans. Oh dear.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
First 45, Clona. Hercules' effort off the goal line. Michael, no changes at the break. That's what we expected, really, wasn't it? We were just looking at the setup now to see if there's any progression.
Has either team changed their formations? No. Looks like both teams are in the same formations. 4-1-2-3 for Chelsea remains the same. Fluminense looks like they're sticking with that 3-4-1-2 with the two wing backs going back to form a defensive 5. Chelsea have the ball in their own half. And Fluminense players are pushing up. It looks like Fluminense have actually changed it, because they did have a back 5 when they were defending, and now when they're defending, when the ball comes forward for Chelsea, it's a back 4. So there's times where they're changing into a back 5 and times where they're changing into a back 4 when they're defending. And they're pushing out a little bit now. No one watching that. Nobody watching that far side. That's going straight to Pedro Neto, who's kept it in, whilst also taking up the corner flag. Man City's biggest FA Cup defeat, 8-2, Bradford FC. They played at Park Avenue Football and Cricket Ground. I think that, I assume that, I don't know when that would have been. 2-0 Sweden. That's them, and that's Sweden and Germany heading through to the knockouts. If England don't beat Netherlands tomorrow, by the way, then England are out. And if they don't beat Sweden, and if they lose to Wales, they could finish bottom. It's a throw-in. Oh, Pedro Neto damaged the corner flag, to be fair. He got caught in it. I mean, not much he could have really done about it. Good opportunity. Caicedo with a shot from outside the penalty area, and it's well over the bar. He got his foot well underneath that. But I always say this in football. If you've got a bit of space, you know, if you've got a bit of space and you're confident, why not have a crack? What's the worst that can happen? Well, it could go over the bar, but you know, it could go out the stadium. But if you're in a good position, have a crack. And if you're in a good position, but if you can see, if you look up and you see players in better positions, then use them. Like now, Cucurella could go for this, but he's going to cross it in instead. That's a good opportunity. Kicked into the back stick again, and out for a corner. Chelsea playing well, start the second half. And someone got caught in the head.
Into the 6-yard box.
Oops! Straight that. I think one of the officers behind the police officers behind the goal got the ball in the head. Overlap down the wing, put pinpoint cross in. Then the only problem with doing that though is
The rhythm of the second half very similar to the end of the first half.
see really you want your strikers. Oh, you could have shot it. You see, the formation I'm looking at playing is the 4-1-2-1-2. Whether that works, I don't know. But I did get a 3-4-1-2 sent to me as well, potentially. That we could potentially use. Or there's 4-3-3 as well, because we have a lot of wingers. But the thing is, I want the strikers to be central. I want the strikers to stay central and be the target men. You know, as well as the cam to get the two strikers in the camp to get forward in towards the penalty area, and after two wide players going along the wing. I was thinking about having the fullbacks as attacking fullbacks. You know, have them attacking and making overlapping. But the only problem with that is, if you lose the ball, then you're fucked, because you've got no one out. Because then your centre backs are having the cover out wide, and then it just leaves in massive gaps. So that probably won't work. What league are we in? Well, at the moment we're just doing friendlies. I don't think we're actually in. We're not in an 11-a-side league. We're in a 7-a-side league, which is won by. It's called Extra Time Leagues or something. I think it's won by the MFC Foundation. It's at the MFC Foundation Hurlenshaw Centre, but it's a 7-a-side league that the team's in. I don't really know anything about the actual league, to be fair. We're not in the proper 11-a-side league, though. We're just doing 11-a-side. We're just doing friendlies as and when we can get it started. Oh, Cucurella going for a shot from outside the box, wide at the post. We do have a few players that can play CDM and also centre back, so we do have options. You see, what I like to do is have at least one holding midfielder, so that when we're out of possession, they can just drop between the defenders to help the defence out a bit. Substitutions brought to you by Darrell Johnson for Fluminense. Leaving the field, number 21, John Arias. And replacing him is number 9, Everaldo. Also leaving the field is number 14, German Cano. Coming on the field is number 7, Jefferson Soteldo. Huh? What? Oh, for goodness sake. I fucked up on the sub screen. Oh, Everaldo. Oh, bear me a sec. I've messed up on that sub screen. It was meant to be Fluminense, but it turns out when I've done the Fluminense sub screen, I've saved it with the Chelsea. I've saved the Chelsea screen, and I haven't saved the bloody Fluminense one. Quickly, let me very quickly create it again. I don't have the thing, do I? Yes, I do. There it is. I'll very quickly create it while I'm at it. This shouldn't take me long to do, to be fair. I can't have substitution for Fluminense and have it come. I can't have a Fluminense sub and it comes up with a Chelsea logo. It doesn't make sense. Go on, have a go. Playing some good they're playing some good football here at the moment, Fluminense, but they're going to get caught out on the break here. Oh, what a goal! João Pedro. 2-0 to Chelsea. Fluminense got caught out on the break. They have a good opportunity, then they get caught out on the break, and there you go. João Pedro with his second goal of the game, 2-0 to Chelsea, and that's going to be game, set and match. Goal for Chelsea! The goal scorer is number 20, João Pedro. Fluminense 0, Chelsea 2. No one cares what I do. It looks wrong otherwise. Onto his right foot again, in the penalty area. Brilliant strike, in off the underside of the crossbar. He has got a very good right foot. He's got a brilliant right foot, João Pedro. Goodness me, his right foot is going to be ridiculous in the Premier League. Chelsea going to the final by the looks of it. 2-0 to the Blues. It looks like Fluminense's amazing run in this tournament is coming to an abrupt end here. Chelsea all over. I didn't even notice. Well, I did, mate, and if I noticed, then most people will. So, sorted. So, the substitution for Fluminense, not Chelsea, I beg your pardon. Chelsea now lead 2-0. Two excellent goals from João Pedro.
Just looking into positions. It's a awkward one. An interesting moment ahead. Getting a little look in the technical areas. Chris Jackson. Just seeing
Can you keep a forward ball out to the wing?
what the competition's going to be. I think they're getting a run out. It's confirmation. Renato's yellow is
Well, he normally, I think he can, but obviously he can't at the moment as he's hurt his shoulder. So, you know. Now we got a substitute, Chelsea.
Greatest club is set to be crowned. Only gonna watch without the ultimate viewing experience.
You are.
Upgrade to the Zone Premium.
Oh, he's just saying that. He just said that she's definitely not her usual self because you're telling him to shut up or shush exactly. I said to be fair. She's not been in the. I said you haven't been in the mood the last couple of days. Since last Thursday, I think. When was it? Wednesday or Thursday when you found out about wine?
It was the week that happened with Angela. It was about 2 weeks ago.
Alright.
Last Thursday I was fine. It was Saturday.
Oh, I can't bloody remember, to be fair. I can't remember. I've slept since then, to be fair, but... Well, pretty much last week, anyway. Substitution brought to you by Darrell Johnson for Chelsea. Leaving the field is goal scorer number 20, João Pedro. Coming on the field, number 15, Nicholas Jackson. Can Fluminense get back into it? Oh dear! Bye! I think the word for that is goodbye! I found the booted the ball up the pitch. It goes anywhere. First learnt of Burst Robbelar in the 80s. Yeah, but sometimes it's not always the best thing. Sometimes it's not the best thing to just throw it long every time, because if your player doesn't get to the ball first, then you've literally gifted possession back to the opposition again, and then you end up not being able to get out because you're just going to be stuck in your own penalty area. So sometimes it's not the best thing to just throw it out quickly. What you need really is the goalkeeper needs to get the players to push up. The players need to push up, and then when they've pushed up, then throw it, and then battle for it, and then try and go from there. But I think our team, I remember the goalkeeper saying to me before that he prefers to just roll it. Prefers to just roll it out to the defender and then build up from there. But like I say, well, there's different things you can work with. I say I don't know the team that well. I say I only know a few players from them. Now the ones I was with on Sunday, I don't know everyone in that team yet, so I don't know everyone's like last positions, how they tend to play. So the first couple of weeks is just going to be sort of take the floor, go with the floor and see how we can do really. Yeah, it's alright booting the ball up the field to clear the danger, but then if you can't win the first or second balls, then where does that leave you? Back in the danger zone again, because you'll have to get back into the box to try and clear it out again. I'm not disagreeing with you, but at the same time, like, obviously boot the ball out of danger, yeah, agree. But then you've got to be quick to push up and try and latch onto the loose ball. And if you can't do that and you get one long ball played in behind, you're in bother really, aren't you? Let's be honest. 2 subs made by Fluminense and only 1 made by Chelsea. Looks like Chelsea are going to advance to the final tonight. Two-thirds of the votes on the poll have gone towards a Chelsea win. Scotty's not in the stream now. I don't know where he's gone. Parking buses in defence is good. Maybe fitness team bond and just try. Like I say, we'll come up with things. Great play. This should be another goal off the line. It's better trying to pass out from danger. Or if anything, if the ball's in the air, if need be, head it back to the goalkeeper. You know. So a lot of teams will just go back to the goalkeeper and then build from there. Better than trying to pass out from danger. If you know how to pass out from danger correctly, then yes. Or if anything, just if the ball comes off the opposition, you know, and it's going to go out of play, let it go out of play. Try and shield the ball and let it go out of play. So, plenty of things. Oh, stop putting advertising on every bloody... can you stop advertising on every single substitution? It's really annoying. Who's come off? Now I don't even know who's bloody come off now. It all depends on where people are at the time as well. But if we can learn to shield the ball, then that will help. It's not going to be an easy thing to do. It's not going to be an easy route. It's not going to be an easy road. But like I say, I've just said to the lads, be patient, because you know things won't click immediately. You know, I don't think things are going to click. I don't think we're going to click quickly anyway. With Rob Edwards in charge, and I'm talking about Bother here. I think the first 1 or 2 months aren't going to be particularly great for Bother, really. I'm not going to click that quickly under a new manager. I was just told Danger just booted out. Yeah. Gusto Neto. Substitutions for Chelsea brought to you by Darrell Johnson. Leaving the field, number 7 Pedro Neto and number 27 Malo Gusto. Coming on the field to replace them then is number 24 Reece James and number 11 Noni Madueke. Was a sub for Fluminense did make a sub, but now I can't work out who it was that came off. England v Netherlands and not VAR and the ref. Or did they not make the sub yet? Now they're making the subs. Substitutions brought to you by Dowell Johnson for Fluminense, leaving the field number 5 for Kundo Bernal, and also leaving the field is number 35 Hercules. Coming on the field to replace them, number 17 Agustin Canobio, and also coming on to the field to replace them as well is number 45 Lima. Chelsea have now made all. Do either team have subs left? I don't think they do now because I think they've used. I think they've used the free sub windows, haven't they? Oh no, they still have one sub. They still have one sub up there. They've still got one window up their sleeve. Both teams still have a window left. So. Started playing football in 1989 when pass backs were allowed in tackling. You didn't need to always get the ball. You see, nowadays you're not allowed back passes. I mean, you can pass it back, but the keeper has to take a touch. He can't pick it up straight away, obviously. So. Chelsea into the final then this season by the looks of it, even though I can't lie. I mean, apart from winning the bloody Conference League, what have they done to deserve it? Oh no. And when I next get a chance, by the way, we'll be doing world stadiums on GeoGuessr. We'll be doing some GeoGuessr at some point, but that'll be, well, whenever I get the chance to do it. Draw into them. As the Pet Shop Boys. Polska Nils 33. And Muscovy Great 8 and 4-1 in their pre-season game. Happy days. Paul and Nils 3 and 3. Thank you. I've already been told that. That's now 6-0. Oh, they did make another sub, but it didn't come up. Substitution made previously by Fluminense. Leaving the field was number 16 Nonato, and he was replaced by number 7 Jefferson Soteldo. Chelsea have 2 more subs up their sleeve. Polska, some poor defending on all of their goals. Well, it is what it is. Bear me 2 seconds, everyone. I need to go for.
Inside, seen him in a attacking positions often enough in this game. John Arias. Here's Canobio. Pass to Thiago Silva. Never seems to stress in any kind of way, does he, Thiago Silva? He's such a composed character at the back. He'll just be enjoying his football now, realising and giving that knowledge to others. Guerrero maybe had a chance. Chelsea looking to finish Fluminense here. Cucurella, left-hand side, towards the back post it goes. Crucial glancing header in the middle. And it'll go out for a throw in. Madueke was the man who was arriving. I think it was Thiago Silva who did that glancing touch. It was. The overlap was there. Good quality ball in, and just that little touch. As a defender facing your own goal, you're thinking, I can't get this square on. To make sure, just flick it away, and he does that. 40 years old. Still looking very much the part. Thiago Silva. His manager called him the coach on the pitch, and we saw in earlier rounds how he was literally influencing the tactical shape of the side. It's just, I think they're in, but the referee had other ideas. Free kick. Good decision. Good decision. You let it ride. Wait to see if there's anything from it, but. Just having a word with the officials before the cooling break, and any more famous places as that? Alessandro Del Piero. Is that next to Kaka? There you go, everybody. Really great turnout of people. Look at the stadium. Tomorrow on the zone, Paris Saint-Germain take on Real Madrid. The winner of this game will meet in the MetLife Stadium, this stadium, at the weekend, which of course you can watch on the zone.
Whoops. Ah, sorry. Was this ball forward? Was this a ball forward for Fluminense? Oh, that was a shot from Everwelder earlier. Well, to be fair, they've done alright. To be fair, Fluminense, they've had opportunities, but they're just can't take him, and they have been up against a better side here. Chelsea 14 shots found target. They're just having a drinks break as well, so I'm glad I haven't missed much. No subs made. So we're about 75 minutes in. Dream final, England, Switzerland. Huh. I mean, what you meant to, I mean, if you're Fluminense, what are you meant to do when Job Pedro is just playing this well? He's been outstanding. I suppose on the plus side for them, he's no longer on the field, so. Jesus Christ. Here come Chelsea looking for a third. Goal kick. Well done, defender. Defender as well. Father just closed them down. Stick, no space. Dad on David Beckham goal. It was a training goal. Christ, look at Neil Sullivan out of goal in no man's land or too useless. Wimbledon should drop him. Yes. Oh my fucking god. Woohoo! I'm glad I'm out. 30 degrees on Saturday. Oh, he's side netting. How the hell's he missed? Ugh, 30 degrees on Friday as well. And I'm not off. At the gym and at CVFM, and it's for 28 degrees now. Fuck. Oh. Jesus Christ. 27 on Thursday. 20. Bloody hell. If I have a goal for the ball, doesn't matter if play goes past you. What are you going to do with the ball? Oh, without the ball now. Should have played it, to be fair. He decided to go alone. He hit the side net. Going to melt. Well, let's see what BBC Weather's actually saying. BBC Weather. 23 degrees tomorrow. 26. It says 26. It's only gone as far as 25. It's only gone as far as 25, so that. Yeah, no. 25 Thursday. 26 Friday. 28 Saturday. 25 Sunday. 25 Monday. 22 Tuesday. 23 on Wednesday. About 28, 27, 28 degrees at the weekend. Ooh. Here come Chelsea again then. Lovely play. It was Madueke played well and then played it through. Just played it through. Nicholas Jackson latching onto it. Couldn't turn it in. Fluminense have got 8 minutes to try and rescue 2 goals here. I don't see it. The way Chelsea do still have 2 subs as well, which they will probably make. Okay, me with a sheep, chocolate and a cat. I'm not sure what that's meant to represent. Unless it's because you go on mare. We only play shape on the bloody dart streams. 6 minutes to go then. Chelsea heading to the final. I can have the I can literally, I don't have to have it this side if I'm not watching the game on the telly. I don't have to have it like that if I'm not. You won't get the away kit released for about another week at least. Corner then for Fluminense. Chance for them to get a goal back at least. It's Soteldo. Crossed in towards the back stick. Headed towards goal. Blocked by his own play. Followed up. Oh, dear me. Why did the post offside flag up anyway? Nothing more annoying than when you have a header that's going on target. It's blocked by your own player. It's very annoying when that happens. Can't delete. You can. You can, as far as I know. 18 for 22. 8-5. Substitutions brought to you by Dowell Johnson. For Chelsea, leaving the field is number 8, Enzo Fernandez. And also leaving the field for Chelsea is number 18, Christopher Nkunku. Coming on the field to replace both of them, number 17, Andre Santos. And also coming on the field is number 22, Keenan Dewsbury Hall. Has he? I could have sworn he was one of our players originally. He's one of our players originally, isn't he?
Michael Daniels will now join Dowell Johnson. Says on their Instagram.
People need to know that this was not chosen by him. It was chosen by me. Oh, shocking pass. Added time soon.
What looks like only a few more minutes we've got left of having a Brazilian side in the FIFA Club World Cup. Just that sound from the supporters throughout this tournament's been brilliant, hasn't it? Yeah, it has been brilliant. And not only that, from the supporters, I think the players have contributed in such a massive way. Set the tournament, set the standards, pressure on teams. Really good to see. These teams now.
No, Lincoln Wedham's won.
Chelsea, PSG,
Poles 0, Sweden 3. Bye, Poland!
really dig deep at times, get into the stride, get used
You should stick the climbing on poles.
to get too much of a samba beat at Stamford Bridge. I really enjoyed it. Just go to Stamford Bridge. It's a good stadium, lots of different ways, and yes, it's different to the beat. Never anyone with a bongo in the shed end. There might be. We'll see next season, I suppose. Kukurea, strong tackle.
Going into added time shortly. Great challenge. It's Cole Palmer to finish it. Once and for all, blocked in the end.
Stands on the ball. Still has it though.
Cole Palmer again to the left hand side. Good play.
Now wide. Is Madueke. Cuts it
Played in
back.
centre.
Reece James tackles
Oh, good challenge. Reece James tried to get onto it.
on for Everaldo.
Added time now.
Tired legs of
The fourth official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 6 minutes added time. A minimum of 6 minutes of added time. Added time brought to you by Darrell Johnson. So there'll be 6 minutes added time then, indicated by the fourth official. 6 minutes. I'm not sure about 6 minutes, to be fair, but... Well,
Ignacio. Lima.
there you go.
Excellent shore.
Looks like Borges Sainz is going to Porto. Norwich are screwed. Norwich are screwed. That's their best player. Borges Sainz is their best player. And he's going to Porto. Which is also where Hayden Hackney could be going. Potentially. But we won't know what's happening with that. Nicola sent a £5 sticker. Thanks for that. Thank you very much for that, Nicola. I don't know when the next stream's going to be on the channel, to be fair, everyone. Obviously, I might not be doing the... there's no guarantees I'll be doing the Club World Cup final, because I don't know what time kick-off... I don't know what time our game's going to be... was supposed to be kicking off in the 7-a-side league. So, if it kicks off early enough, then I'll be... then I might get home in time for it, but if not, I won't be streaming it. So... I don't know when the next stream actually is. I don't know when is my next stream? Oh, Double Trouble Darts on Double Trouble Darts Friday night, Friday, Saturday and Sunday night. Obviously Liam will have to cover most likely have to cover Sunday night if he decides to. Friday night, Saturday night, Friday the 11th, Saturday. Friday and Saturday night should be okay. Oh, there isn't anything on Friday night. No, because the open bank night's Thursday night. So. I thought there was anything. Huh? 7-a-side league on Sunday, but I don't know what time our kick-off time is meant to be. We don't know what time it's going to be. Jake doesn't find out till a few days before. Whoa! Got his leg tangled and then yeah, he's hurt his knee big time there, to be fair. Well, Fluminense fans will obviously be sad about going out in the semi-finals, but they've been excellent, Fluminense. Getting to the semi-finals unbeaten as well. Chelsea haven't managed that. But it looks like the only team left, should they get through to the final, the only unbeaten side in the tournament, if they get to the final, will be Real Madrid. But they have PSG tomorrow, which will be a difficult one. 19th to the 27th as well. We've got a nice bit of world match play, which will be good as well. So plenty to look forward to. As soon as the full-time whistle goes, I'll quickly say my thoughts, say well done everything, and then we're going to disappear. I'm not going to stay on for too long after. Thanks for stream, Dowell and Mail. Love to your mum and dad and Leanne. Thank you. Moises Caicedo was down for at least 2 minutes there, so you can add that on. Well, it's the end of the road for Fluminense, but what a memorable tournament for them. They've been excellent this tournament. You know, that win against Inter Milan will be, well, it will go down as one of the shocks of the tournament. Probably the biggest shock of the tournament. Getting through to the semi-finals was something that they probably never expected in there. Probably never expected. But I'll say is either way, they can be proud of their efforts. I think their fans can be extremely pleased with how the team's done. It's not an easy thing. It's not easy to beat teams like Inter Milan on a good day. And they've just come up against a team that has just played better against them. They have just come up against a better team today. And Chelsea have played really well, to be fair, in this game. It has been a good match. Whether this is the last stream or not for the Club World Cup, I don't know. We might have the final, we might not. I'll hopefully find out the kick-off time for our 7-a-side game sooner or later. Hopefully find out sooner or later what's going to happen regarding that. But if it is if this is the final stream for the Club World Cup, then thanks very much for your support during the tournament. And I say we'll be back with GeoGuessr in the next week or so. But yeah. Crossing the penalty area, overhead kick has gone miles away. Well, we've played 7 minutes of added time. To be fair, I think I'll take the added time off because this should be game over. Game should be finishing any second now. Maybe not. Another Chelsea player's just pulled up. Looks like Enzo Maresca's gonna be in another final. Good game today. It's been a good game, though. To be fair, it has been a good game, but obviously a shame. Obviously a shame that they didn't manage to qualify, but when you're against a team like Chelsea who are playing rather well at the moment, then it's always going to be a big ask.
better situation. He's managed to obviously deal with this squad and the numbers that they've got much better. I think they're heading in the right direction.
Well, it was Conference League win in May. Could they be adding the Club World Cup to that in July? Keno, Rene, Soteldo out on the far side. Lively since coming on.
He's just walking straight into a tank. He was literally walking into a tank there because Cucurella's been solid all match. Here's Lima, chance to shoot. Yeah, bye. I think the word for that is bye-bye.
Lima gets positions. Some tired legs out there. See why he was just trying to get it onto his right foot. Gets round it, but managed to still get that sort of amount of power, although he was wrong-footed and off balance. And surely now this is the end. Does Chelsea look to progress?
That's it. The Blues are into the final. The final score at the MetLife Stadium in the Club World Cup semi-final. Fluminense 0, Chelsea 2. And Chelsea are through to Sunday's final. They will play the winner of PSG versus Real Madrid, which takes place tomorrow night. Very well done to Chelsea. Commiserations to Fluminense, though, but what a fantastic tournament it's been for the Brazilian side. And I'm sure it's going to be one that's going to live in the fans' memories and the players' memories for a very long time. An outstanding effort, but at the end of the day, they just came up short against a better side. Chelsea through to the final. Thank you very much indeed for your support. And well done. We're going to see you all very, very soon indeed. Have a good night. Bye.